Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. You already read the title, you know what it is. We're doing a candle review, and I'm excited to do this candle review because this, I do believe, is a mainline product. So I am not too worried about it being sold out should you go to get it. We'll get into the details of the candle, we'll get into the details of everything you need to know, as well as some of my reflections on the company specifically. This is Harlem Candle Company's The Renaissance candle. Okay, so I'm grabbing the box now so you can see it. Always, every time, candles are beautifully packaged and they always come with this card, especially if you buy this size candle. And this is the candle itself. So this is the Renaissance. This is a soy blend scented candle, like all of their candles are soy blends. The Renaissance is the essence of tea and Tonka. The size of the candle is 11 ounces or 312 grams. Okay. So, like I always say, beautiful packaging, beautiful candle. Let's get into this card that gives you some details, and then I will get into the notes and tell you some of my thoughts on this candle. Okay. This card that comes with the candle says it's bold yet delicate. This candle pays homage to this thriving movement with an inspired mix of fresh tea leaves, sparkling yuzu, and cardamom, gracefully leading to a velvet heart of tonka bean, heliotrope, and wild orchid blossom. Okay, okay. Lovely, lovely description. Okay, so this, as you can see, I have used about almost a third of it. Almost. Smells amazing. I light this candle and I put it in my great room. My great room is not real, it's not an exaggeration when I say great room. It is quite, the ceilings are quite tall and the room is quite large. So this is not a small space to scent. And whenever I light this candle, it fragrances the entire room easily. Not overwhelmingly, but easily fragrances it. We smell it upstairs. Okay. This is a two-story home that I'm living in, and the great room goes all the way to the ceiling. So this is lots of space. I can smell this one candle when I light it and let it burn for 20, 30 minutes. I can smell it easily throughout all of the upstairs, even though the candle is downstairs. Okay, so let's read the notes as shown on the website, and then we'll get more into this candle and some of my thoughts. So the top notes are tea leaves, pink pepper, charred grapefruit, and cashmeran. The mid notes are incense, warm spices, and pine needle. And the base notes are tonka bean, cedarwood, and musk. And you get all of that, of course. You get a lot of the complexity as shown through the notes. These are not the kind of scent profile. This is not how most fragrances read, and that's what I want to get into. I have been struggling with coming up with the words for this, and I'm hoping that this will come across correctly. When it comes to candles, I remember for decades everything was floral, fruity, gourmand, right? Like that's what you got. There were not any candle options, not even if you went to a candle shop, could you really find a lot of candles that had this complexity to it. It was always very flimsy fragrance. Like it just, if it didn't smell like a fruit punch, nobody wanted it, or so we thought. And then companies started to play with fragrances that would do some different things when lit. Like, what if we didn't put strawberry as a top note? Companies decided to try that. Oh, maybe, what if we didn't insist that every scent we make have rose in it, which I love strawberry and rose. So it's nothing against those notes specifically. But where was the complexity for years? In the last 5 to 10 years, we finally see candle makers making some bold choices. They finally started to do some things different from the rest of the pack. And Harlem Candle Company is a great example of that. Every time I get a candle from them, when I read the notes, I'm always surprised to see something in there. There's always something in there that makes me say, okay. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Not because I know what should go in a candle per se, but because I love to see the unexpected notes because that's what makes it so unique and so worth the investment. The note that shocked me, not really shocked me, but did indeed surprise me when I read this was charred grapefruit. Anybody who has had any kind of fruit that's been thrown like on a grill, you know what that smells like, right? But if you've tried or smelled a citrus that has like a smokiness to it, it's incredible. Like it's so different. It's such a juxtaposition of this bright freshness and this earthy, um, very this smoky earthiness, right? So to have that in here is a really great way to bridge the brightness and the grassiness of the tea leaves with the depth of the tonka and the musk. And the cedar and pine too. Like it's a really good bridge between the two, and it's something that many candle companies for years didn't even bother to try to do. So I love that this company is doing that, and they're doing it in such an expert way. They've gone from candles and, of course, room sprays as well. They're in perfumes now, and I have them, of course. Of course, I've got the perfumes, and I'll be reviewing those soon. But I love what they did with this. The execution was amazing. As someone who loves pretty much everything they've put out, this was another winner, and it's so good for scenting a large area, but it'd be perfect in a small area too, because you wouldn't need to burn it that long to get the scent that you're looking for. What season? This is really your cooler season. This has your cedar, it's got your pine. This is definitely giving cooler days. However, if you like it as a signature, burn it all year long. I had it burning all summer. Well, for as long as I've had it. But I didn't need, of course, I didn't need to do it every day, and I didn't need to do it all day long. I didn't have to use a lot of it. You don't go through these candles quickly. These candles take some time because they are so well constructed. You don't need to go through half of the candle just to smell it. You don't. So that's a beautiful thing about it. You certainly get a lot of value out of it, especially if you really enjoy candles. So, currently on the website, the candle is $48. Yes, I know. If you are not someone who buys luxury candles all the time, that might seem like a bit of an investment, and it could very well be, and it can be, and is, depending on what you're used to spending on it. However, I can say honestly, as someone who likes a room spray, this to me lasts a lot longer than a bottle of room spray. I'll go through multiple room sprays before I go through this candle, and it balances out, in my opinion, as far as cost. Also, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful item to have on your dresser, on your nightstand, on your mantelpiece, wherever you decide to put it, on the back of your toilet, whatever. It's a beautiful decorative item in and of itself. And of course, the container is reusable. So if you love it, you can always fill it with something gorgeous, even when you're done with it. So that's it for the Renaissance, the essence of tea and Tonka. You like any of those notes? This is worth definitely checking out. I don't know if this comes in the smaller size, but certainly if you're curious, but you didn't know if you want to buy the full size, I trust, lots of trust. But if you weren't sure, then consider getting one of the smaller candles and trying that out. I believe this may come in a smaller size. And if so, then you can, see how you like it at a lower price point to figure out if the big one is worth it for you. I knew it was worth it. I bought, like I said, blindly. I saw the description and said, yep, that's me. Bought it and 100% love it. So that is it. I hope you're having a great day and a great week. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye bye.